So I'll just put at the start of this video that the parkrun was cancelled, but I still went to where the parkrun was. There were 5 people turned up, still ran the parkrun, did the stats as usual, so, and a course review, so just, you know, anyone that's thinking of coming here at least has an idea what the course is like, and I shall come back at some point and do it again. It's always risky at this time of year. Like in the UK, I see there are so many cancelled parkruns there as well today, and it's not surprising. It wasn't safe for everyone to run there today. For me, I was fine, and those that ran, but I could see it could have been dangerous for people. So I'm at Stansted Airport heading to Eindhoven, hopefully to do the parkrun there tomorrow. Lots in the UK are cancelled, and they had snow in Eindhoven yesterday, so it may be a wasted journey, but I will still run around the course tomorrow anyway and just video it, just so I've been there and just do a run on my own, but hopefully we'll be on. So at this point in time I don't even know if I'm doing a parkrun, and this video may be the parkrun or just a run around the course. Only time will tell. Here we are in Eindhoven at the airport. To get to the city centre you can get the bus. I think it's the 10, 400, 401. There's loads of buses going to the centre of Eindhoven, so just going to walk outside, across the road to the bus station and get the bus, and it's about a 30 minutes journey into the centre. You can see there's a board with all the buses, 400, 401, 1 minute, 7 minutes, 11 and 17 minutes, plenty of buses going to the centre. This is a bus station in the centre of Eindhoven. Train station is there, and there's a board on the left that lists all the buses, including the ones back to the airport. There's actually a screen for airport buses, but it's not actually working at the moment, but the buses are on there, 400, 401. It says airport, what time and what platform it's on. And if you stand here as well, you can just see all the platforms, and you can see there on platform B the bus 400. It says airport shuttle bus on there, and it's about 30 minutes to get back to the airport. If you've not got a bike, who are you in Netherlands? Everyone has, I think, 1.5 bikes on average. 16 million people and 24 million bikes. This big building, as you can see, there's this side of the railway station there. I've just come across from the other side where the bus station is. It's called the Social Hub. It's a bit of a student accommodation and hotel as well. Rooms are fairly cheap, including breakfast. And what they do sometimes, they did for me, is they ask if you want to upgrade, and there was an upgrade to a big suite for €80, but you bid for it. So I put in €10, which they accepted. So I have one of the best rooms for paying probably about £50, something like that, and that includes breakfast and a voucher for the cheapest thing on the meal for the evening meal as well. This is where you can get meals. Breakfast is in here, so the kitchen area, and there is a bar as well.
Ja, maar vorig jaar zaten we daar alle 6. Mooi dat het echt fucking waar.
So you can see that's the hotel that I stopped in, the social hub. I'm walking in this direction, but just to give you an update, the parkrun has cancelled yesterday. Yesterday evening. I did look at going up to Rotterdam on the train. It looked like they were still going to go ahead possibly, but they would do a course inspection this morning. I got up and started to walk to the station, but I changed my mind. I thought I'll just do a freedom run here, but I'm glad I didn't go because they cancelled as well. So I'm going to go to where this parkrun is, do a freedom run, video it. I can make a video so anyone coming can know about if there's toilets, cafe, and they can run and see what the course is like as well. So, and it's a good excuse now to come back to do it, but maybe I better not do so many trips in January next year when it's risk of cold icy weather. So we're sort of walking now. You can see the hotel in the background. We're walking in this direction, then we go left under the railway lines and then turn right. It's about a 20-minute walk to the start of the parkrun. So I've probably gone 100 yards. I'm going to go left under this tunnel now. You can see the trains there. When we go under here as well, it's actually got a name on Google Maps. It's called the Silly Walks Tunnel. And I think someone's... Yeah, for John, please. So as we come out of this tunnel, which was under the railway line, we're just going to go under this little bridge under the road and then turn right. So from this tunnel, we're just going to come up these steps just here. And then head along the road in this direction. So as we came through the tunnel, basically we're turning right, and it's about a mile to the start from here. Once we crossed under the railway line and road and heading in this direction, this is probably the longest bit, about 8/10 of a mile. Not far, quick left turn, and then we should be there. So as we get to this roundabout, we're just going to go to the left here. So as we've come round here and gone to the left, we're going to head past this petrol station, then take, there's a way to cross this road, and then we're almost at the start then. So as we come past the petrol station this direction, we're just going to turn right, cross the road, and then the start is just up here. We're going to go up here, past this lake, just to the left. Maybe another couple of 100 metres, that's all. Reminds me of when I was at Stamford Park a couple of weeks ago. It was this kind of weather then. So we're just going to head back up this way to where the start would be. Thought for a second some other people had turned up to do the parkrun, but just a fitness class. So this is where the start of the parkrun would be. You do 2 laps just around this little bit here, and then once you've done your second lap, you come along there and you continue along this way, doing 2 anti-clockwise laps of this lake. It does go on to the footpath at the side of the road at the top of the lake, and then comes back this way, and then the finish is where those trees are in the middle, roughly just there. So welcome to the Karpendonkse Plas cancelled parkrun. Today would have been event 180. The first event they had here was the 29th of February 2020. They did one more week after that, and then it was COVID, and then no parkruns until, was it July 2021 I think, when they started again. The first event they had 160. The average 49 here, last week 57, and the average time is 30 minutes 17 seconds. Record attendance is 253. That was event 165 on the 10th of May 2024. Lowest attendance is 14. That was event 13 on the 9th of October 2021. Male record is 16 minutes and 3 seconds. Female record 18 minutes and 50 seconds. It would have been my 364th parkrun and 209th location, but I'm just going to do a freedom run today and record it, so if anyone comes here they can at least see where the course goes, see what it's like. Parking, it says next to the Harbour Club restaurant, which is close to the start and finish. There's plenty of cars parked around on the roads at the side in like little laybys as well. The cafe is the Eindhoven Athletics Cafe, about 700 metres from the finish. I'm going to go back to my hotel because breakfast is till 11 o'clock on a weekend. No toilets here, it says. 2 shorter laps on this path little field behind me in a clockwise direction, then 2 longer laps around the lake in an anti-clockwise direction. So I'll just do a quick warm-up and then set off and film the run. So obviously the park run is cancelled and this lady has turned up, and your name is?
My name is Anouk.
Anouk.
And it would be my first time.
Oh yeah, and she didn't realise it had been cancelled. It's such a shame, but I hope you'll come back next week or a week after maybe.
We'll see.
And it is such a great community spirit to do park run. To do the run talking before and then going to the cafe afterwards to talk to people. It's very good. You would enjoy it. So yeah, it's such a shame that it's cancelled, but you know, it's the right decision. It's dangerous, it's icy, so that's what I have to do.
Yes,
okay,
it is.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Park run today was actually cancelled, but there were 5 of us turned up. Well, there were actually 6 turned up. There was someone who was there first time ever. So I sat and chatted to that lady for a bit just to explain all about park run. So we're off. Just thought we'd have a nice steady run today. This guy's doing it here, but he said he was slow, so he set off before we did. Very flat course. 2 laps around this bit of the field first in a clockwise direction, and then 2 laps around the lake in an anti-clockwise direction, and then finishes in the middle of this field. I have a fair idea where the course goes, but this woman in front set off so fast. I can hear someone behind me. I'm going to sort of just keep this pace, and hopefully he'll come past me or he'll shout to me if I go wrong. Just a short little loop round this field as well, it's not far at all. I'm glad some other people turned up as well. It feels like we're actually doing a park run, even though it's cancelled. They cancelled because of ice. It is slippy on parts of the course, but I don't mind. I run on snow and ice at home, it doesn't bother me, but obviously if they'd had the park run on with lots of people running, I'm sure there would have been some accidents. It was the right decision to cancel it. There's actually a lake in front of me there, but with the mist you can't see anything at all. Or you can just about see the water now. I can hear the guy behind me, so I know we do the little loop round this field twice, so I'm okay now. We've gone round once. Although to be honest, I probably would have gone wrong on that first one if I'd been running on my own. So that's the first little loop done, and this is where the start is as well when they do park run normally. So we just go for a second time round here. This bit's all on tarmac paths as well, the loop round this field. It's actually quite nice to run on, nice and smooth. Yeah, I think on that first lap I would have probably gone straight on there. Good job I had someone to follow. I would have done 2 bigger loops round the field. But it's not an official park run, so it doesn't really matter, it doesn't count for anything. In my mind I was hoping if nobody turned up I could have been first placed, first finisher. But there's 5 of us, so, and this lady in front seems to have set off fast. I can still see her, I don't know if she's now just settled into her pace. And I can hear the guy behind me, because once we've done this lap we're then going to run a big lap round the lake, so it would be nice to have someone nearby to in case I go wrong. cold as well this morning. It's like a freezing mist, not quite fog I don't think, or freezing fog. I forgot to mention, as we came around this field, the finish is in the middle of that field as well, just on the opposite side to where you start, because we're going to go and do a anti-clockwise lap, 2 laps of the lake in anti-clockwise direction, and when we get back to where I've just come here, we'll turn right and then go to the finish. It's just in the middle of the field. I feel like, actually looking like I'm a little bit closer to now this lady in front. Maybe she just set off fast and settled into her pace. I can hear the guy behind me as well still, so I know he's quite close behind. So that's 2 laps of that field done. So we go straight on now, and now we're going to go in an anti-clockwise direction around this lake just to my left. We're now on to compacted stone. It's really nice to run on, still smooth. Yeah, definitely getting close to the lady in front, just looking there. I just made myself laugh because when you play computer games you sometimes have like a ghost car, which is your fastest lap, and because she's all in dark clothing it looks like it's in the mist. It's one of those ghost, like a ghost runner, like that's my fastest time, and that's what I'm trying to chase down. For those of you who play computer games, it'll probably make sense to you that. This pace I'm doing now, it's a nice steady pace. I'm not pushing too hard today. Just glad to be able to go for a run, and some others are here. I think I'm slowly catching this first lady up. Maybe that first finish is a possibility. Can't hear the guy behind me now, he seems to have maybe dropped off a little bit. This group here, this is when I came in the park, I thought these were people who'd come to do the park run, but they're just doing an exercise class. They all seemed to look at us as we ran past. Yeah, I'm a lot closer now, and I don't feel like I've changed my pace. I feel like I'm just running my nice comfortable, maybe like my 10k pace this is rather than 5k. You see on the right there, there's still some snow on the ground. It was not in the city, but as we've come out of the city, maybe only a mile from the city centre, there was a few bits where there was some snow left still. Yeah, now I've caught her up. I'm not going to pass her at this point because I need to know where to go for the first lap. I have a rough idea where we're going. few frozen puddles here. I can imagine this will be mud at other times of the year, but there's plenty of path we can still run on just here, and because it's frozen it's not too bad at all. Hopefully that's as bad as it gets. And I can see ahead up here, so when we get up here we take a left and this takes us up to the road then.
I'll have to follow you.
A bit more
The first lap.
wetter and ice here. Yeah, so lady's telling me left here.
Oh, just go around
She's
the
changed her
grass.
mind. You can see, yeah, that there's water and ice all across the path, but like we would probably do in the UK, you just run on the grass round there. It's not too bad. She just said she was going to just continue that path, ran up to the road and then turns left. So I've come off there. I mean, if there were a lot of people running today, that would have just become a quagmire in there. So it's right that they cancelled. Yeah, just looking back and see her. So I'm just going to slow down along here and let her catch me up. It would be unfair to continue and keep that lead that I've just got. The bit and I went on was the proper course for the parkrun though, but maybe they could have done an alternative course. They could have possibly gone up that path there. It's not too far behind me now. I could just see them with my peripheral vision. Well, maybe that was something else. I saw a tree a bit further than I thought, so just ease my pace off just to let it catch up now. I can remember from looking on the route we go left here, and again we're all on this nice path, this no compacted stone. Yeah, it's nearly close, just telling me that it is left here. As soon as she catches me up we can get back into our normal pace.
It wasn't too bad on
Here we are.
on there. It was quite frozen if you went to the side.
Yeah, she just said that maybe I just explained that I went just onto the grass there, and she said on the next lap round she'll do the same, just run across on the grass. Because there's only 5 of us today, it's not going to make much of a difference on there. That was probably the part of the course that caused them to cancel, which was the right decision. So that's the path ending. We're back onto going around the lake now. This is a compacted stone path. We're both back at the pace we were doing. Like I say, it's just for me, it's my 10k pace this. It's surprising how just going that little bit slower is quite easy to do. Looking just to see if was that the field we ran around, but it's not the field.
Next lap, go to the right and then to those bushes. Okay.
Yeah, it's just explained. Yeah, so when we come, we're going to do another full lap, and then we turn right just there, and then those trees you can just see on the right. That's the finish in the middle of the field. So maybe another 100 metres, and that's the first lap done of the lake, and then we've got one more lap to do. It might look like here I'm leading because you can't see the lady, but she's right next to me at the side. We're just running together at this pace. So we're just coming up. This on the right is where we started. So that's the first lap of the lake. Just got one more lap to do and then we'll finish the park run. I'm really feeling quite good at this pace. It's really nice. I should do my 5Ks every week at this pace, but I'm too competitive sometimes. At this point I'm thinking, it did cross my mind, should I sort of like, if I can stay with this lady, let her cross the line first, but if I'm honest, I'm too competitive to do that. As we just get to this point here, I've just realised that I've not changed my battery in the camera, which I normally change just before the start. I have one that I use for recording the first bits and then one afterwards, so it's possible that the battery's not got much life left in it. Hopefully it'll get to the end. That was it, the battery just died there, so I kept running, just changed the battery, dropped the battery cover, had to stop and pick that up. So as you can see, the lady in front's just got a bit of a gap to me there. Probably only missed about 10 seconds, that's all of the course, but because it's laps we've been past this bit, so I'm just going to put a bit of effort in, slowly close that gap back up. Nearly back with her now. That'll teach me to not put the new battery in before I start. So as we go through this bit here, we're going to go, this is the left bit where there was ice all the way across the path, but we're just going to run on the grass, hopefully. She said she was going to go left here, hopefully she is. Yeah, so we're going left. I went really wide, she's going quite close to the path. It is all frozen, but it just looks a bit firmer further away.
Wasn't too bad, was it?
And that's it, back onto the compacted stone and then onto the tarmac path just here. Just going to go onto the cycle lane. Not sure if that's allowed or not. Not too far now, we must have done 4k by now. I'm just going to step off this bike. Oh, they've gone round me, that's okay. Don't know what the etiquette is in Netherlands for running in cycle paths, whether they accept it or not. There's two coming now, so I'm definitely coming off of it here and back onto it. Just stepped up for one step. we're going to go left here, and then we're heading back towards the finish. It's a nice comfy pace this, I'm okay at this pace. I feel like this lady has picked a pace up and decided that it's not far to the finish. I feel like we're going to have a race to the finish now. Not that parkrun is a race, of course. So I've just picked my pace up a little bit just to, I don't know what pace she's got left. She's just to the side of me, you can't see her on the camera, but we've picked the pace up on here. So what I'm thinking is once we get to this bit where we just turn off this path, I'm going to pick my pace up again and then push right to the finish. She may pass me, I do not know. Right, so on here now, I've now picked my pace up into my 5k pace, my sort of first half 5k pace, because obviously I took it easy for the first start of this one, just doing my 10k pace. Feel really good, no trouble keeping this pace up now. I can hear she sounds fairly close behind me, but maybe just sounds like she's just with the breathing getting just a little bit further away. It's not too far to the finish either now. Just got to keep an eye out for where we turn right into the finish. Not too far around here. I can hear us shouting to me from behind, telling me where to turn right. This is it, yeah, right just here. Yeah, just look back, it's just pointing to go up here and then round this, I think round this tree, and then left to the finish in the middle of the field. I'm not sure it's before, so yeah, I go left here and then to these little two hedges where the trees are. This is actually a perfect place for a finish. It's almost purpose built for it here. And that's it. Another non-park run or cancelled park run done. Well done. So that's the park run done. That's sneaky first place at a cancelled park run. There were 5 of us ran today. Other people who normally run it, they knew it was cancelled, they turned up and we all set off together to run it. Was it right to cancel it? Yes, it was, absolutely. I was fine and they were fine, but for some people to run on ice would be just too dangerous on parts of the course today, so it was the right decision. Course review, it's nice and flat. You could certainly run it in road trainers every week. Obviously part of the path was flooded, so we just ran onto the grass, which was, if there'd been 50-60 people here today, that would have got very mushy and soft by the second lap for everyone to go through. But yeah, nice and flat. First 2 laps round this little bit of a grass field are all on tarmac, and then it's a compacted stone and paths round the lake. So I filmed today just so that anyone coming can at least know a bit about the course, where it is, how to get here and see where the course goes. So thank you for watching. It's a bit of a strange run, a cancelled park run, but I enjoyed it. There were 5 of us did it today. It was nice to chat before and we had a good chat afterwards, so I'm going to go back to the hotel, get some breakfast and have a look round Eindhoven, then off to the airport this evening. So thanks for watching. Please give me a like or subscribe, and we'll catch up at another park run next week. That's a wrap.